Hey guys, what's going on? Just giving you a brief update on the 69. So received some parts yesterday for the 69, which I'll show you in a little bit. But today, just going to take off the trunk, the doors. So the trunk lid and the doors. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so in order to remove the trunk lid, what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1/2-inch wrench, ratcheting wrench, and remove 2 bolts on each side. And those are located right there and right there. And then it'll just slide right out. And then for the doors, they're gonna be these guys in here. It should be 6 bolts on each side, and then they'll come right out. I'm gonna try to see what I can do as far as the inside. Try to take out the seat. I still haven't been able to source the metal, which I've been trying to get, but haven't been lucky. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do the labor part of it and start taking out these nuts and bolts, and then I will shoot the video or resume the video and show you some of the parts that we received from CJ Pony Parts. See you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, so I did kind of make a mistake. It is a 7/16, so just showing you how to pretty much get it out, and then pretty much same thing on the other side. So it's a 7/16, guys. I do apologize. Alright guys, so last bolt is ready to come out. And then the trunk will just slide right out. So as you can see, the lid is a little bit rusted, but my game plan is to fix this and make it newer. Obviously a lot of sanding that has to get done on the inside, but now we're ready to remove it. Bungee cord is released, and now we'll be able to slide it out. So as you can see, it just slides right off of those hinges. And there is the hood, the trunk, pardon me. So, it's got some rust. Obviously, the lip is the major issue. It looks like they wanted to get the trunk lid open and kind of dented it, but that's what we're working with, and that's what I will try to repair. I'd rather save the old metal instead of just buy a new piece. So now we're gonna get into the doors. Okay, so now right into the doors. So here are the 6 bolts. As you can see, I just took the fenders off again. Just kind of, they're unbolted, but just throw them on the car just so it doesn't look too bad. So it's a 1/2 inch, so it'll be 6 of those guys. And all right, I'm gonna start untorquing them. All right, let's get these bolts off. That one busted. And that one busted as well. That's not good. So they'll be stuck in the hinge plate on the inside, which hopefully they have enough bolts sticking out that we can get some vice grips and heat it up and remove them. If not, we would have to drill them out. But hope for the best. Alright guys, so we're getting down to the last one. So you always want to put your body into it or have somebody hold it if you do not have the latch attached to it. This one, for instance, doesn't have any door latches on it, so it'll, if you don't hold it, it'll fall. So always be safe, put your weight on it or have somebody else help you hold it, okay? Alright guys, so here it is. One side of the doors is off, and as you can see, someone already had cut the quarter off for the scoop. But let's look at the door real quick. So as you can see, it's gonna need some patches or skin. The bottom is pretty rough, but again, not too extreme. The good thing is that we are good at fabricating metal, so we can make it work for the most part. The door overall isn't too bad, but it is missing the glass and obviously the door panels, but the regulator is there. And then there's a guide, this gray guy, that's a guide. The 69s had glue-in windows, which people either hate it or they like it, but the screw-on for the 1970s is a lot better. All right, so I'm gonna put this door in the garage and get on the other side. So pretty much took the fender off, just holding it on by a couple of bolts. So as you can see, it's back on the floor. So same thing on this side, just take the 6 bolts off, and then we'll be able to take the door off. So I'm not gonna show you guys all the torquing and all that stuff, or removing of the bolts, because I'm pretty sure you guys can get the drift on it. Alright guys, so got all the 6 bolts loose and removed, and the door on this side is the same way. It doesn't have a latch on it, so pretty easy. I mean, it will just fall down, as you can see it. It's just dangling. So I'm just gonna carry it off and put it in the garage. So taking a closer look at the passenger side door, pretty much the same thing as the driver's side, where the lower end is rotted out. It's got a pitting all the way through here. This corner is messed up, and the bottom is toast. So here comes the realization of, do we get another door, or are we going to be able to save this one? So geez, yeah, I don't know if you guys could see it. But yeah, so I'll do my homework and see what the price is on a door. I don't want to buy a new one or a repro. I would like to save as much original metal on the car. So if it takes some work, I'm willing to put time into it to you know, save an original door. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is look at the parts that came from CJ Pony Parts. So I'm gonna put this door in the garage, and then I'll be right back with you guys. This is where the 73 gets a little upset, because we're taking up some of the time of working on it, and starting on the 69. But we'll go into detail on the 73, have some pictures on Instagram, and also on my Facebook page, or Facebook I should say. But I'll be loading more pictures on Instagram, and that way you guys could see the work that we've done on it. But now back to the 69. So what is going to end up happening tomorrow, we have a very big shipment, and I am surprised at the shipping on this, because it's a very quick turnaround. You know, I placed the order, geez, I want to say it was Saturday, and it's going to be Thursday tomorrow, and they're shipping it, or it's going to be here delivered tomorrow. So what I ordered was the trunk floor, which is going to go in this big empty spot, and the rear frame rails, which this rear taillight panel bracket or support actually welds onto, and then the trunk floor. So it'll be this bracket welds onto the trunk floor, and then the trunk floor welds onto the frame rail, and then we'll get the torque boxes that go in the front, right in front of the wheel housing where it dips down, and then there's that little bar that sticks out. Same thing on this side. And then hopefully cut the rest of the floor tomorrow, even though it's gonna be kind of interesting because work has me a little bit screwed up with my timing. But those are the pieces that we're getting tomorrow. I know I have a lot of stuff that I got to take care of in here, such as the wheel housings when I straighten them out or pull the metal down, and then the quarter panels. I'm thinking about just ordering some patches, seeing how bad these are, and cutting it, and then fixing it. And then same thing on this side. It looks like that wheel housing is a little bit more rougher. I don't know if you can see right over here. So that might be replaced. And so the taillight panel that I received yesterday is this piece right here. So all this right here. And I really don't like the look of the 69 rear taillights. I like the 70 look better. So I ordered a 1970 taillight panel. So hopefully it looks a lot different. Well, not a lot different, but in my eyes it'll look a lot better. So I'm going to show you guys what the part looks like. And that is this piece right here. So if you noticed on the other ones, it had those dividers for the taillight bezel, and this one does not. So this one has more of a shadow box type of taillight panel. And then this is the trunk brace, which goes on the inside. And this will be in between your floor, kind of like so. Something like that. Obviously it's going to have to get welded in, and then your filler neck for your fuel tank will go in there. But that is where we're at with the 69 fastback, guys. Just wanted to give you an update. I know it's been kind of a slow news week on it, but my plan is to get this metal, which I haven't been able to locate due to COVID. A lot of people aren't really I don't know what's going on with it, but I want to get this cleared up, maybe tomorrow, maybe not, it all depends. but if not the latest, it'll be Saturday. And then also Saturday, I have to pick up some more parts for the car. So a lot of good stuff coming your way, guys. Stay tuned, and hopefully see you guys tomorrow. I'm going with the 1970 tail light. I just like the look a lot better. So here is a look of the 1970 compared to the original 1969 on the Mustang Fastback. So as you can see, a lot of differences, those dividers for the tail lights. And then this is the way this one. We just got this part yesterday from CJ Pony Parts, which was amazingly quick, and I can't complain. I mean, it looks pretty good. Just surprised. Looks good. All right, guys. So just in continuation, I was reviewing the taillight panels a little bit closer, and I thought I had noticed every difference, but I guess I was not totally factual on mine. One of the big things that the 69 has is this curvature right here, and on the 1970 it's flat, and that has a lot to do with the tail lights bezels, like I was telling you, that on the 1970 they are shadow boxed. Alright, guys, so this is my first attempt at actually cleaning out this inside of the 69 Fastback. Not really looking forward to it, to tell you the truth. I don't know what's in there. But one thing I do know is that holding the rest of the dash in place is this one bolt. They got everything else off. I don't know why they quit at that one bolt. Maybe there's a snake in there. I have no idea. But I'm just gonna take off this one last bolt right over here, guys, and then this should all come out. So I'll put my life on the line. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys. So I was able to free up that one last bolt. Bad thing about it is that the wiring harness is still attached to the front of the car, and that's gonna be all these wires right here. So part of it is your under dash harness, and then it fuels out to your engine gauge harness, which will be right over here. So I'm gonna undo that, and unfortunately they did cut the wires, which you know, whatever, part of a project, right? So in order to get these guys out, all you do is just pop these in, and then you just pull them from the inside of the car. You just slide them through, disconnect it here, and these are usually 4 prongs, pretty basic connector, and it'll go like that. And then this one, just push it through, and then you'll be able to slide all your wires through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so as you can see, I already pushed in the grommet. Had to get some pliers just to give it that extra finessing. Just pretty much grab it around the edge and then push it in. So all you do is just keep on pulling your wires in, and you might have some you know, toggling to do in between the hole opening and the actual ends of the connectors. So sometimes they get stuck, but as you can see, that is that. And then we should be able to sight this guy out. See this red wire getting binded up. Then there's that other wire for the looks like door plunger would be my guess. Let's see where it goes. Rookie mistake, guys. So here is the connector for it. So I'm just gonna separate these two, and then it should be able to come out. So but just to let you guys know, this is for your courtesy light, which would be in the back sail light panel. So there would be a little light right about here in the sail panel. All right, so I'm gonna finish removing this and disconnect that one connector, and then pull this dash out. All right, so finally got it free, wrestled out of there. Had to disconnect these other connectors, which I totally forgot about. And again, these are going to be for your tail lights. And this one, I'm not really sure. I think this is your courtesy light, if I'm not mistaken. But good thing about Mustangs, I mean, they have such a strong fan base, and you know, people that want to help other people. You know, they have wiring diagrams, and you could easily buy the wiring diagram from a lot of sources now. So this is the lower dash on the 69 Fastback. And the good thing about it is that it is an AC one, so the AC would go here. Your steering wheel column right there, and of course your radio and temperature controls at that point. Your glove box, and again your AC for your passenger. And alright, so that's what it looks like, guys. I'm gonna try to get rid of this carpet today. That way, you know, tomorrow I can hopefully find this metal and start bracing it up. Alright guys, so finished cleaning out most of the driver's side. Didn't really find anything interesting, just the coat hanger, and looks like a radio bezel, and a couple of cans of beer, PBR that was there, and Miller High Life. But somebody at one point replaced the floor on it, and they used some type of screws on there, flathead screws. And yeah, so back then I guess they couldn't find any seat platforms, so they just fabbed one up, and you could see a little bit of the old one underneath this piece of metal right there. So alright, just letting you guys know what it looks like in there, and obviously we are going to get the full floors for it, but before that I need to get the metal to make the car a little bit more stable.